Good morning, West Muskingum High School. Up first, here's Emma with today's announcements.
Any student who is interested in announcing at varsity softball and baseball games, please see Mr. Woods. Reminder that sophomores have ELA 2 and of course exam tests next Thursday and Friday, April 7th and April 8th. Room assignments for your tests will be posted on the wall when you walk in the front of the doors next week. College Credit Plus intent to participate forms are due today. Any papers submitted after today will not be accepted. Mid-East Zanesville students, Miss Wolf, Miss Scheck, and Miss Tompkins will be coming to see you on April 6th. Seniors, be ready to fill out your senior plan papers. CCP seniors and in-building seniors, please be sure to read Miss Scheck's post in Senior Guidance Google Classroom about turning in final papers, acceptance letters, and scholarship paperwork. Everything is due by April 26th. Any senior who would like to help with putting a resume together for job applications after high school, please see Ms. Scheck immediately. Course request sheets should have been turned in on Wednesday to the counseling office. Be sure to turn yours in as soon as possible if you have not already done so. Juniors, remember, in order to be able to help with prom build, you have to sell mulch. If you need a new order form, please see Ms. Wolf.
National Honor Society will be holding a district-wide canned and non-perishable food drive next week. The top class at the high school will receive a free period. Now here's Abby with track.
On Tuesday, West Muskingum hosted a track meet against Zanesville, Philo, and Maysville. The men won with 72 points and the women with 86. Mikkel Bowen won the 100-meter dash, long jump, and discus throw. Josie Johnson also won the 1-800-mile run. Catherine Allison also took first place in the mile run. The women's 4x100-meter relay team of Kaylin Fowler, Abby Gunter, Lindsey Johnson, and Allison Latier took first place as well. The women's 4x200-meter relay team of Mikkel Bowen, Olivia Drabick, Kaylin Fowler, and Allison Latier also took first place. Rashid Cisse won the 100-meter dash and the 200-meter dash. Ty Schauger won the 300-meter hurdles and triple jump. Jacob Eggen won the mile run as well. The men's 4x400-meter relay of Jacob Eggen, Seth Collins, Bryce West, and Peyton Sullivan also took first place. Good job, Tornadoes.
That's all for today. Join us again next week, right here on Tornado TV.
The four-way test of the things we think, say, or do actually dates back to 1932, 11 years before it was adopted by Rotary. The test was originally created by Herbert J. Taylor in an effort to save a company on the verge of bankruptcy. He later shared this test with Rotary, and it's been synonymous with the organization ever since. While the four-way test is still used in those kinds of situations, it's now much more prevalent in our day-to-day lives. The four-way test can be used in pretty much any setting, and applies to most situations. Unfortunately, one of the places that it is least used today is also one of the places it should be used the most: social media. According to a study conducted by the Pew Research Center, last year, 82% of Americans use social media on a frequent, if not daily basis, and nearly 90% of teenagers did the same. This is where I'll be focusing today. According to a study don't get me wrong, I love social media just as much as the next guy, but social media has become a breeding ground for bullying and harassment, especially for teens. Researchers found that a staggering 59% of teens have been bullied, threatened, or harassed online. As I said before, 90% of teens use social media regularly. But did you also know that 90% of teens believe there's an online harassment issue that affects their generation? Then why is nothing happening? The issue is that many people don't see an issue with what they say online. Online teens are able to hide behind a screen, and they think there are no repercussions for saying exactly what they think. If we took just a second to ask ourselves, though, is it the truth? Is it fair? Will it build goodwill? Will it be beneficial? I can almost guarantee that we would rethink most of our online posts. But it's not just teens that can use the four-way test online either. It's adults too. It's one of the great things about the four-way test. Anyone can use it, regardless of age, gender, sexuality, religion, political affiliation. None of it really matters. Here's how you and I can and should apply the four-way test to our online lives. Is it the truth? Social media has connected the world in ways like never before, and has allowed us to have constant updates when it comes to what's happening in the world. With that has also come issues like clickbait, fake news, and misinformation like never seen before. Before you make a Facebook post or tweet, ask yourself, is it the truth? If it is, share it. If not, don't. Simple as that. And if you don't know, look it up. You've got the internet after all. Second, is it fair? Fairness is defined as free from bias. Is your statement biased? Chances are it probably is, because it's, well, your opinion. That's not to say we aren't entitled to our opinions, but is it really fair to share our opinions without also sharing both sides of the story? Will it build goodwill? A bad social media post can ruin a great friendship, or any relationship for that matter. So it's important to consider the repercussions before you say something you might end up regretting. Will it be beneficial? This one's probably the hardest to answer when it comes to social media and the online world. Platforms like Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram are all so fast-paced that it's hard to know if what you're saying will have any impact. Will it add to the conversation? Will it take away from it? There's no good way to know. In our breakneck world, we often forget about the four-way test. Since its conception, it served as a unique approach to making decisions, solving problems, and addressing conflicts. It's now important than ever to use the four-way test, not just online, but in everything that we think, say, and do. Thank you.